Alright everyone, welcome back to Hard West. Oh dear, this is marginally hungover edition. I'm just sitting here with a well-chilled can of Orange and Boom, because I haven't had one of these in absolutely friggin' ages. It may be midday on a Tuesday. I'm sitting with the curtains drawn in a bath gown. But I think this is where my life has taken me at this point. I will have a very productive day for the rest of the day, but right now, fuck it, let's play some video games and get shitty at them. So, yes, when we last left off, we'd wrapped up the precog. Yeah, a matter of time. We'd wrapped up this campaign, and now we've pretty much just got the final stage of the main game, and then we have the DLC to go through. So, on Earth as it is in Hell, Florence was taken from you far too soon, but you can still save her if the devil is to be believed. Destroying Purgatory will require a truly legendary posse, though. In the meantime, your father has become a formidable warrior pursuing his own agenda. So we're going to see kind of the clash of the Undertaker and... I always forget what this guy's name is. Yep, they never refer to it. Thanks very much for that. Alright, Squidgy, friggin' Harvey Dent and The Undertaker will face off in this, I imagine. So let's see what we can do here. Start scenario. Okay, normal, but we'll do with combat injuries and... Do I want to do Iron Man? No, I think I did Iron Man. I've done Iron Man for a couple of these later ones. You know what? Let's be ballsy and hope that I don't get absolutely diddled. If it ends up like the last thing, I end up getting killed, I will just complete the rest of the campaign. Go back up to where I was previously off camera. But anyway. Oh, let's go.
All wasn't lost yet. If Purgatory could be destroyed, Florence would be set free. There was just one catch. Only the dead can enter Purgatory. So, to fulfill his plan and upset the order of nature, he needed you, half living, half dead, to do his dirty work. You'd only get one shot at this. To make sure you didn't fail, you set out to find a cadre of legendary gunmen to put together the ultimate posse. Meanwhile, The Undertaker, still searching for some measure of redemption, struck a blow against the evil forces massing against humankind. The enemies that remained came together to end him once and for all. Chased, wounded, and trapped in an abandoned fort, he awaited their final offensive.
Ah, Jesus. And then someone killed the bloke who did the cutscenes. Welp. The cult decided the time for attack was nigh. Your father readied his weapons. Oh, nice. We kick this off with a full-on siege, do we? I am totally down for that.
The battlefield echoed with rallying cries of your father's enemies.
You all seem a mite pissed off. I understand that. However, I'm going to shoot you all now. Wait, what the... Oh, there's a douche over there. Skullspawn Demon. Blood Vial. Devoted Cultist. See, if I've got a feeling that's probably going to be the better of the three things to go for. Out with this. There we go. That's you down. Although I have a feeling those vials are going to just let him keep coming back. Come on, you slag. Come on. Well, I can't see you, so I suppose that's at least something. Yeah, you're not going to be able to shoot me. And... Really? Really? From there? Okay. Let's deal with these fuckers around here, shall we? This does not seem particularly fantastic. Right. Yep. Get a drum idea. Okay, so if I go here, I think it's going to be a better angle. And yep, then I can take some pot shots. Yep, that's perfect. Kill that cunt. Patow. Good man. Lie down and bleed for me, would you? Right. Oh, God, this is going to be a bit of a difficult one. I was kind of hoping I'd have maybe one person from the previous campaign. But no, we can always do that as well. We can always just have nothing. Okay, I suppose if I can probably do some bank shotting here, can I? Well, we've got Mandrake, Equalization, Dodge, Chain Kill. Ah, I don't really have bank shot. That's not fantastic. We've got dudes over there, and... See, the thing is, do I want to shoot these blood vials? They seem like something I might want to try and get rid of. However, if these guys rock up, they're going to absolutely cleave my sphincter in twain. So maybe let's run over here. Alright, absolutely nothing there. Let's just reload this pistol for the moment. And then hopefully these guys will stick their heads out and I will blow them off. Oh, so yeah, I have really enjoyed playing this game. I am so pleasantly surprised that a game has been able to rekindle my love of turn-based combat, because so often I get so bored. Oh, by the way, we're going to just ventilate this tit over here. Yeah, that wasn't a smart move, mate. That was not a smart move at all. Yep, come on. Come on. Or stand there. Do what you fancy. I don't mind, as long as you don't freeze the game up. Yeah, see. Oh, maybe because there's just been a recent patch, and this is also a very nice thing I have to compliment the developers on, is they've added more localization support. The community was doing that anyway, but the devs came back and went, oh yeah, we'll help you do this, and now you can kind of transfer all this stuff into the game itself, which, brilliant move, really good on those guys. So yeah, pretty happy with that. But yeah, this, I have always been thirsting for a game that could do Weird West and kind of humans fighting against the occult. But very few games, I mean, I will be trying to find more and more as time goes by, but for the moment I've yet to really find too many that hit that particular spot with any kind of quality. So to suddenly get this, which is just madness, insane kind of Victorian era experimental guns and tons of demons to shoot up and out the wazoo, I'm alright with that. I'm totally fine with that. What do I want? Do I want to reload? I'll reload. I'll just reload both my guns, call it for this one. But yeah, just tremendously pleased with what I've had so far, and I can only hope that the DLC is also going to be good. Well, I hope the final campaign is also going to be good as well. It's nice that this has all been charted out in a narrative way as well. The whole game has had this lovely sense that events are reflecting on other events, and everything's kind of curving back towards itself as we get to the closer to the conclusion. Because so often I find that in certain long-winded story games you'll end up with you just leaving yourself going, wasn't something happening over here? I can't remember if there was. Yeah, let's shoot some of these blood vials just for the sake of destroying them, I suppose. Splurge. Come on. These guys are around here somewhere. I'd imagine one of them's going to come up the ladder in a second and... Ah, right.
Was reborn.
Alright, fair enough.
Burning brimstone. But there was a way to sever its connection to this world.
Yes, dear. I'm going to do that now, dear. No, hang on a second. Nope, I want to do that. Cosmo Demon. Ah, alright, let's go over here then. Now, can I... Damn it, really? No, wait, I shot... Oh, no, I could only hit one from there. That's always tremendously freaking useful. Equalization. Damn, I really wish I had chain kill for this. He's so freaking useful. Not chain kill, even bank shot. Fuck it. Plug him again. Get some of that, Danny, you slag. Oh, no, here he comes. Come on, the lot of you. Oh. Oh, dear, excuse me. Come on. Ah, oh, and he regenerates as well. Well, thank you so bloody much. Right, let's run down here. Really, really hope there's not a guy down here who's going to kill me. Nope, that's always good. Ho, 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 okay. Hello, gentlemen. How about we don't? How about we totally avoid you coming up here and ventilating my arse? Because that's just death and sadness right there. That's just awful. Right, because they'll also be able to pretty much plug me from anywhere around here. Like, the only safe spot would be if I could get around this corner here, and I can't do that because that'll, well, for one, it's not far enough away, and two, they'll probably just trigger and shoot me anyway, so my best bet is probably going to be running like a little sissy girl back up here again. Excuse me, gentlemen, sorry. Thankfully, I think these guys aren't capable of utilising ladders, so we'll use that as best we can for the moment. Come on, where are you? I'm just going to have to kind of wait for you all to show up, aren't I? And then I can splatter you. Okay, if we go sort of here-ish, I suppose. Just going to have to sit here and really hope there's no baddies. Okay, they're there. So I can now run over. No! No! I'm going to die. I'm going to die so hard. Please don't shoot me. Please no. Oh no, oh you can move there, that's also cool. I don't mind that. If the AI is going to be incompetent, I'm not going to stand in its way. Oh, fantastic, you sexy beasts. Right, don't mind me, I'm just going to run away. Then Slaker's like, oh shit, I did not think this through. Oh god, yeah, what I need to do, if I can sprint up here, I can then just absolutely flatten all the... Oh god, no, these guys are going to be just... frigging destroy me. Okay, well, let's get rid of these guys then. What was it? Chain kill. Damn it. Okay. Mandrake Root. Nom. Chain kill. Okay. Confirm. And then, well, now we just have to hope that I can massacre an absolute buttload of these guys. Right. That's my best chance. Kill. Nice. And kill this guy. Nice. And I suppose just take a pot shot at this guy as well. Oh, have some of that, you slag. Oh, bugger off you. Right. I suppose the question is, can I get along here without getting shot? There's only one way to find out. Leg it, 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 eat my dick. Oh, there we go. Okay, right. So we should be able to break that summoning circle in the next few rounds, which will be friggin' dozy. What have I got? I've got equalization and dodge. None of those are particularly useful. I might as well just spend me our time destroying these little shits. Right. Where are these guys coming from? Right, you there. You're not too obvious at this particular moment. However, wait, am I? Yeah, I'm in that corner. Right, I can. I'm just going to take out these vials then, aren't I? Come on, you shit. Two more, and we're good to go. Oh god, here he comes. Oh wow. So, ow, ow. Well, you're going to make some poor life choices the next 30 seconds. They're all going to involve me shooting you. Have some of this. Look, mate, just because you can, like, respawn doesn't necessarily mean you should use that, like, as openly as you were. Because all it's going to result in is your sudden squidgy death. There we go. That's that done. And now there's Bellend over here somewhere. Oh, well, that was an incredibly poor life choice you made.
Later on, your father questioned a survivor to suss out your location. He revealed where you were headed. Your father, the Undertaker, would confront you there.
I think I'm going to be the case. So the Undertaker's going to show down against his slightly hell-raised Sprog. Well, that's going to only end well. Oh, so now we go back. So we're going to go and invade Purgatory. Like, isn't Purgatory not supposed to be that bad? It's just supposed to be like a world without the light of God, I think.
The first member of your posse would be Jefferson Burns. As a decorated war hero and Indian fighter, you would likely find him in the nearby military encampment. Of course, you were still a wanted outlaw from your brush with the Masked Man.
Oh, so we can visit Eldritch Peter Dinklage, and there is the army camp, but there's also Matthew's tomb. And this just seems like a place we should go. Tomb of Matthew the Evangelist. You arrived at a burial place. It was reputed to belong to one of the four evangelists, a gang of four brothers named Mark, Matt, Luke, and John. A tall, red-clad figure sat on the tomb. He presented himself as Grand Inquisitor Cervantes. He told you that each of the brothers' tombs contained an inscription that was told part of their story. If somebody read the story in correct order, it would reveal the location of the gang's stash. I asked Cervantes' business here. He said he had been sent by a mutual acquaintance to help with your perilous endeavour. Cervantes claimed to be good with a gun and have a way with words. His services were at your disposal if you wanted them, but you had to make your choice now. Oh, fuck yes, okay. Tremendous bastard. Let's go with him. I was looking at Matthew's tomb. Oh, he's missing forefinger. In no way could that possibly mean a deal with the devil. Let's have a look at your inscription. Mark was the eldest and the others had always followed his orders, but John harboured a secret bitterness. When they finally tracked down the masked doctors responsible for the atrocities, he disobeyed his eldest command to provide cover. Without his brother's protection, Matthew was riddled with bullets. They buried him here. Okay, fair enough. Let's go and have a look at post-apocalyptic Peter Dinklage for a second. You come across a puny dwarf with a battered cart. He flashed his toothless smile at you, encouraging you to take a look at his unique wares, which he meant his penis. What have we got? Got a little bit of cash. What have we got? Adjudicator. Are you franchising these? Because I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be, yeah, unique rifle. Why are you selling so many of them? Or is the Undertaker pawning them when he's done with them? He's like, oh, I'm done with this gun now. Are you sure? You don't want it back? Nah, we're probably okay. Okay, See, Adjudicator might not be terrible. In fact, you know what? Why don't I just buy that, because that's exactly what Cervantes would probably use. Right. Confirm, trade, close, and let's just... Oh god, no, I'm doing the wrong thing. Resume, resume. Good man. What do we got here? What do you got? Lancaster pistol. And sort of Cobra. Yeah, you know what? I've got a feeling you're probably going to be better off with just general gunslinginess, and then you... I will give... In fact, no, how was your aim? How's your aim overall? 60 compared to... In fact, yeah, Cervantes is a better shot with that, to be honest. So, yeah, let's give you the shotguns. Right. Now, what have we got? What have we got around here? Ah, right. Mark's tomb, John's tomb. Oh, I can suss this out straight away. Fair enough. I mean, it's Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, isn't it? Luke's tomb was abandoned with a caduceus, the symbol of medicine. Oh, the staff with intertwining snakes. I read the inscription. John drifted alone, rootless and without purpose. Finally, tired of being outgunned and outnumbered, he decided he could not continue. He was on preparing to take his own miserable life when Luke returned, bent on reconciliation. He had found some leads on the masked doctors, and time to strike was now. Okay. Let's go to Mark's tomb, see what we got here. Mark's tomb has almost succumbed to the elements, but the inscription was still in good condition. Okay. The hearse was not carrying the worldly remnants of the departed to the distant soil. Instead, it contained the living human parts kept alive in jars by electricity and eldritch balms. Mark was resolute. Whoever did this must pay. John and Matt disagreed. For the first time, the brothers were divided. Okay, so this is the first time they disagreed. And we've got John over here. What have we got on this one? The only mark of burial on this pile of red sandstone was the heavy inscription plate. Okay. The brothers fell into disarray. Mark blamed John, John blamed Mark, and Luke, who had always brokered their peace, was powerless to reconcile them. Tempers escalated until John drew Mark and another brother fell, this time by the hand of his own kin. It was the end of the evangelists. Right. I've got a feeling it's Mark. I'm thinking Mark, Matthew, Luke, and then John. So let's try this. Do. So, Mark, Matthew, Luke, and John. Some of the descriptive words made sense, but not enough to decode the location of the stash. Ah, piss, alright, I've got that slightly wrong. We will come back and try and do this later then, I suppose, and we'll go to the army camp for the moment. I will probably sit down later when I'm learning to editing the recorder and actually work this out properly. The camp was nearly deserted. Only a couple of sentries remained. Burns was nowhere to be seen. As an outlaw, approaching openly would guarantee a hostile response. You could take the men out one by one, but it would likely yield less information about where Burns was. Let's sneak. Sneaking past the guards was simple. You saw a sergeant talking with one of his subordinates and managed to eavesdrop on their conversation. It seemed Burns was leading an attack on a nearby Indian village. Let's keep listening. Apparently, Commander Burns was a decorated war hero with a reputation for risky methods. His most notorious achievement had been to infect himself with smallpox and intentionally be captured by the natives, infected them in turn. As awful as it is, that's a ballsy motherfucker. The resulting plague decimated their population, allowing the army to wipe out the survivors without sustaining a single casualty. Burns had survived, his facial scarring a testament to his bloody-mindedness. You thought about ways to use this information to your advantage. Armed with this knowledge, you were about to retreat from the camp. You walked straight into a sentryman. You emerged from the resulting gunfight wounded, but victorious. You limped away from the camp, taking some supplies with you. Warren is now affected by a gushing wound. On the plus side, we've got some meat and a musket and a healing elixir, which I'll probably jam directly into the gushing wound. Warren has. Okay. Oh, yeah, massacre side. Three guesses to work out how well this ended. A plume of smoke visible from miles away guided you to the site of the pacification, air quotes. The village was in ruins, littered with body parts. The army had not even spared the women and children. You noticed a lone, limp figure lying on a rock. You approached it. It was Jefferson Burns. Cervantes spat on the remains, saying the coward must have taken his own life out of grief over the massacre. You picked up the gun lying by the body and motioned for the Inquisitor to leave. You already had your first companion anyway.
Your next candidates were Randy Harden, a notorious gunfighter, and Henry Persons, a former Pinkerton agent. The local crime lord would know where to find them.
Now that's interesting, because Persons I thought were some kind of weird angel type things. So for them to kind of be retired is a little bit curious, but let's let's go off to see the wizard then. The wonderful Wizard of Death. The dazzling house of Peculiar and Strange. Your party came upon a circus tent set up incongruously in the middle of the Badlands. As you neared, you saw it was surrounded by armed men wearing clown makeup. Oh, Jesus Christ. A sign read, The Dazzling House of Peculiar and Strange. Your previous travels told you this was the Algretto Mystics gang. Their leader, Wizard Algretto, had a reputation for making things and people disappear without a trace. The house offered all sorts of cheap entertainment. You stopped for a while to watch the show. Why not? A gypsy fortune teller was reading palms for the patrons. According to her sign, she was Daciana Vaduva, mystic seer. As you approached, she became fixated upon you, her horrified mouth agape. Finally, she screamed, "Foul hellion! I never laid a hand on those puppies!" and slammed her kiosk shut and ran away. Oh, worth it. Falgrim the Technomage was a gentleman in a top hat presenting his perpetual motion device. In it, a ball travelled endlessly through a looping maze of funnels, drains, wheels, and cogs, apparently propelled by the power it generated. The Technomage offered to sell it to anyone willing to pay his astronomical fee. You didn't feel compelled to jump at this generous offer. I hope this is eventually going to get me something cool, otherwise I'm just spunking money away, but fuck it. You watched a quartet of trapeze artists known as the Biscoito brothers, high up near the ceiling of the tent. Victor, Paolo, Alex, and Raphael performed amazing feats of human agility. You knew a fall from that height would kill anyone, but the show ended safely with a shocking salto mortale that garnered a standing ovation from the crowd. Yeah, let's keep going. Ixnay Josh and Jamie Harris were a knife-throwing act. The woman bore numerous scars, and Ixnay Josh was missing a couple of fingers. Still, his aim was unerring, despite his obvious affinity for strong liquor. I'm just going to keep going with this. I apologise if this is boring, people. Phoenix Jarakith was a fire dancer who leapt through blazing hoops, hopped over burning poles, and blew giant plumes of fire from her mouth. She crowned her act by taking a cigar from one of the gawking spectators with her foot, then lighting with a firing plume and returning it to the patron's mouth. As she bowed, the people showered her with dimes. In my mind's eye, she lit that from a place she shouldn't light things. But anyway, one last show. The show advertised Grunks, a wild beast of uncanny strength, but while Grunks was very hairy, he was definitely human. His act consisted of lifting increasingly heavy objects. After every feat, the audience demanded more, and Grunks obliged, until, on lifting the heaviest object on stage, a loud crack resounded across the tent, and Mikey Grunts fell to the ground and was carried away by another strong man. His spine exploded across the floor. Good fortune. For a moment, these displays of human talent and gross bodily injury provided welcome distraction. For a moment, at least, you felt relaxed and inspired. Oh. On your way out, a queer fellow tapped you on the shoulder. He said something about recognising a fellow connoisseur and then bit hard into your flesh. You pushed him away. He quickly retreated, tipping his hat. For the rest of the day, you had a strange aftertaste in your mouth. Please no. Please, why you bite? This is why I don't go to the fucking circus. Heavily armed clowns and people biting me. A tall, gaunt man introduced himself as Sean Vermilion. He said the wizard was waiting for you and offered you a complimentary drink. A single shot glass filled with a cold, yellowish liquid sat on a tray. Vermilion looked at you expectantly. I'm thinking it's cold piss. Vermilion led you through dark corridors lined with colourful circus posters. Finally, you passed through a flap door and into complete darkness. Vermilion was nowhere to be seen. You were trying to make out what might be the dark room when, with a heavy thunk of machinery, a single spotlight appeared. A tall figure stood in it, wearing some sort of cloak. You marched towards the figure, hand on the butt of your holstered gun. A sudden flash of light blinded you. You tripped over something and felt a hard object slam into the back of your head. Everything went black. You were awakened by a bucket of cold water in your face. You were tied up on the floor of the large room lit with floating orbs of cold blue light. A short, bald man wearing a long robe and strange eyeglasses, fucking Peter Dinklage again, stood above you. Behind him was Sean Vermilion. He presented himself as Wizard Algretto and said he had business with you. He asked if you wanted a lengthy explanation or just the basics. You said a longer story give you the more trying to write this about him. You told him that while it might be anatomically improbable, he should engage in a sex act with himself. As amusing as I want the full explanation. The wizard smiled and assured you he wouldn't have to resort to violence had you simply accepted his kind offer of a drink. Oh, fuck you. He knew who you were and who you were looking for, and that you should give up now. The wizard considered Hardin his property and said the man was currently detained where he belonged. Persons, though, was a different matter. Henry Howard Persons used to work in the Pinkerton Special Division, but several years of his service were blank. The wizard assured you Persons was quite insane, but that he found the man fascinating, especially his obsessive search for pieces of a specific meteorite. Apparently no law of property or human decency would stop him in his quest to acquire those pieces. He was the ultimate collector. Therefore, the wizard continued, if you wanted to make contact with Persons, you needed to find pieces of the meteorite. You were in luck. When the meteor travelled through Earth's skies, it left a trail of debris in this very area. All you had to do was obtain some of these pieces in whatever way you deemed acceptable. 4 pieces would be enough to attract the strange man's attention and make him emerge from hiding, the wizard said. With these words, the wizard nodded to his men to take you away. Wanker. Oh dear. Right. Brothel, the Valquero, Quackwagon, Church, Necropolis, Cougar Trails, Illegal Mines, and Rog. Hi, Rog. Where are you? Where's Rog? Cougar Trails, Brothel, Fate Trader, the Vaquero. So the Vaquero is a gunslinger as well. Oh, we got him. Mark's Tomb. Illegal Mines. Oh, gee. Did no one notice the gigantic lava landslide, or is this supposed to be hell? I can only assume it's supposed to be hell. However, we are in the south. That could just be Texas. Let's have a look at this illegal mine then. See what we can find there. You came across a prospecting site where a group of slaves toiled in narrow, coffin-sized holes in the ground, hauling silver from beneath the earth. Cervantes glazes with a smile on his face as he remembers that man he detonated here in the name of God. It was doubtful these mines were sanctioned by the authorities. Rumour had it Mr. Brecky, one of the proprietors, had a collection of precious stones. A piece of the meteor was his most prized piece. Alas, I have no money, so I'm gonna fucking shoot you. Your threats fell on deaf ears. You had to kill them. They put up a fight and wounded one of your companions, but in the end you retrieved the stone. Ah, well. Gabriel Cervantes is now affected by cracked skull. Well, or is now affected by sight cured. A piece of the meteor in your hand heated up, melted and sank into your skin. You felt empowered, but if you had wanted to collect these pieces to drive Persons out of hiding, you had to avoid burning them up. Oh, I've got to not take these with violence, don't I? Shit. Okay, we may need to actually go off and actually work out how to do this properly. Right, so I did... I think I did some of that right. So let's go back to Mark's Tomb. So I did... Mark, John, Matthew, and let's try Luke. So the encrypted words, but Flava defired to Garfredurf. God damn it. Alright, we will be back in a second once I've had a proper sit down and worked out what the fuck's supposed to be doing where.